everyone, Michael Bailey here for another edition of Hobby Tokyo Anime, and this will be the last video for me for next week. I'm not going to be here. That will be Dakota Man for some reason, but might happen, might not. I'm just saying it for stupid reason. But anyhow, today let's not talk about Pokemon. Let's talk about another Mon series, Digimon. And yes, Digimon, digital monsters. Let's talk about that. Hey, what the explosive Michael Leaf here for Monception. I don't know a good name for this spin-off Hobby Tokyo anime for me, but the point is, today we're going to talk about Digimon, a series that's basically based off, digital monsters, which is based off basically a boy's version of Tamagotchi. Yes, girl people like Tamagotchi and men like Digimon. Same thing with other things like freaking Barbie or G.I. Joe, He-Man, She-Ra, Mighty Max, Polly Pocket. But anyhow, the point is, Digimon is the 90s virtual pet equivalent of that. And also Power Rangers and Sailor Moon. But anyhow, the point is, Digimon is based off, Digimon, digital monsters. V-Pets are technically the main stuff, but the show promotes what I like to call the main Digivices, which are basically non V-Pet versions, which are kind of more adventure-based. But anyhow, Digimon is a great series, and let's talk about the first season or just the whole series as a big primer video. Got that? Good. We're going to talk about all 10 main seasons, plus the movie stuff that is sort of technically one-shots or spin-off things for the sake of importancy. But anyhow, let's begin. Let's start with the original series. The original series is one of the better summer series. Yes, summer seasons were good. Except Phineas and Ferb. You suck because you make the joke longer, which is kind of pointless because with freaking Ed and Eddie, summer lasted as a meta joke in the final season. It becomes school, which is kind of funny. That's the funny part of Ed and Eddie. But at a point in Digimon, summer begins, being introduced to Tai and 7 characters. There's 8 total. One of the characters not here yet, but anyhow, the point is, they do that, they battle, they gain they get Tamagotchi shot or Digivices. Basically do that, they meet their Digimon in a all together at a group, and each of them get one of the 7. Also, Gatomon being the later one. But the point is, this series, you split Digimon into a few power levels. We have Baby, Training, which is the one they got in the first episode. Then they evolved to Rookie for their main default form. Then Champion being their main second form in their second tier. Then Ultimate, where basically everyone gets Ultimate as their max, except for the main characters. In this case, Tai and Matt, they get Mega, which is their tier. Then there's also Super Mega, which is kind of not a thing in this, because the closest thing to it is freaking Omnimon, which is the mascot. I call Omnimon the main badass and most powerful Digimon in the original era. Yes, Omnimon's so badass, it's still great. Better than Invincible's Omni-Man, less being a douchebag But anyhow, sorry. Aside from Invisible Season 4 as a joke. But anyhow, point is, Digimon is great. Great series. Awesome Digimon. Now let's give you a primer for Season 2. Season 2 is basically, takes place in the same universe as Season 1. 02 basically has the main characters. 4 new characters, plus the 2 additional kid characters being Patamon user, and Gatomon user, which is Kairi. Kairi is also not in Season 1 until the halfway point, joining the team because of she's a sissy. But in Japan, it was because she's a bedwetter. Yes, they censored that. I'm sorry. Also, there's Izzy from Season 1, who's technically a character who's I like the character a lot. I do like Izzy, but the weird thing is, they make his parents divorce just to not have the dad there, which is really embarrassingly stupid because why did you give a divorce plot to a character that's already gonna die? A dad who who's gonna die in the Japanese version. Really dumb censorship. God, I'm sorry, but the point is the show's great, and also also has Ken, who is our sixth character, and Davis and Cody. Yes, good idea for Decode Man. But with that, and also the other late female character. Technically, they share two of each Digimon from the previous season. So, like, the new characters have two armors of them, and the two returning characters get their armors from the previous season. Also, basically, season one, season two is also the end of the main timeline for the original series, but we still have other shows to go on with. So next up is Digimon Tamers, or the Meta Universe. Yes, it is the Meta Universe. A universe where all Digimon seasons, like season 1 and 2, is fiction. I am not kidding. It's kind of weird, but it's a weird metatextual season. Like it, good, awesome, with Guillemot and also that. Also the main Guillemot's the second most popular Digimon, in my opinion, besides Agumon, which is the original series, and this series referenced the previous series as callbacks, but anyhow, point is, this series is great. Also gives us both officially Chocolate Terrier Mod officially, even if in the first season 2 movie we got Terrier Mod, Chocolate Terrier Mod. Yes, I don't remember her name, but I remember Terrier Mod being the second main professor character as a joke, if you look it up, but Chocolate Terrier Mod better than Midchip. Even if Chocolate Terrier Mod is regular Midchip, well, I don't remember what freaking Chocolate Terrier Mod is, but anyhow, point is chocolate energy. This season's great, kind of good, kind of sad at the end, but very good. Next up is season 4, or Frontier. Frontier or season 4 is kind of great. I like Frontier a lot. Like, Frontier is a good season, but mostly has the Union stuff, which I will explain. There are 3 types of Digimon when it comes to alignment, being virus, vaccine, and data. Basically, is a rock, paper, scissors thing. But season 4 adds Union, which is kind of the neutral faction and the god level thing, where instead of having Digimon, they all have armor that turns them into Digimon, which is kind of weird season. Like, I feel like it's the weirdest season, in my opinion, for like the status quo. But anyhow, point's great. Next up is the 10th anniversary series, Digimon Data Squad, or Digimon Savers. Technically, this season brings back Agumon, being the only time we see a returning Digimon show up in a franchise that officially in a main series story. But yeah, that's how. Savers is great. Savers is like technically a good good series. Kind of sucky now, but it was good for its time. Not bad, not good, just in the middle. Next up is Digimon for the 15th anniversary, but really like a little before that. Digimon Cross Wars, a season that's so big, it got 2 seasons instead of the usual 1 season. Even if season 2 is more of a mini season, but anyhow, who can help? Basically, season 1 is Cross Wars is basically the gimmick of this season. Instead of Digivolving, it's Digicross, which is kind of good for the main character, but I feel like the Greymon one feels worthless. As a series, I like it. Like, it's okay. It's kind of basic and good. I felt like the dub was awful, but as a series, it's okay. Not bad, not good, just okay. Next up is Digimon Atmon. Yes, Digimon Universe Atmon is kind of shitty, kind of bad. It's my least favorite quality-wise, but it's not bad as Crosswords. Crosswords and Atmon are both like lower tier. Technically, they're good. Technically, great. Basically, Atmon gimmick is that they're all apps and they fuse together for their Digivolve thing. Also, Digimon are great. Like, that's the end of the original stuff. Next up is the Digimon reboot for the original series. This is kind of like the original series of Digimon, but anyhow, the point is the original reboot is a remake, but better. I do like the remake more, even if I haven't seen it all. Like I saw it during COVID, and after episode 40, I was like quitting because I felt like with the early episodes, I was waiting for the Digivolve Metal Gurumon to show up, and it took like 15 episodes after Metal Greymon shows up before we get Metal Gurumon, which is kind of disappointing, but kind of worth it. Like, it feels weird. Like, it feels awkward. It feels a little, like, elongated, but anyhow, show's good. Great season. I like it, but a little longer than normal because now most Digimon seasons are 65 episodes, which is kind of weird, but we will get into the next series. So the Vital Bracelet, main Vital Bracelet series, I like to call it, Digimon Ghost Games. I haven't seen much of Ghost Games, but I know Ghost Games is kind of interesting. Like, it's a good season. Like, it's good being the previous newest season. Still haven't had, like, the dub for it is not yet finished, I think. And now we're getting a dub for the newest season, or we get into Digimon Beat Break, which is kind of like a title of Glitch the Universe. Technically, the series is great. I like it so far. I haven't seen much of it except the first episode, but I know that the Digi evolution for freaking Gekomon, or I mean Digimon, doesn't show up until like episode 12, which is a record for longest Digimon evolution. Also, the other one was Guilmon to his first stage. That wasn't until episode 8. So yeah, we doubled that and break the record. Technically, his evolution is kind of weird, but kind of preschool element, I could say. But anyhow, that's it for the original series. Now, main series. Let's talk about some of the spin offs or movies or OVAs for other series, mostly the original series plus other things. Let's start off with the movies. The movies are, we have the pilot movie, the original, then the season 1 wrap up movie, which is technically where Abibot debuts. Then we have the season 2 movie, which is also Digimon Altogether Make Digimon the Movie, which is a terrible English dub. I don't like it. As a kid, I liked it, but it was kind of like the first movie I contemplated the ending to as a kid. Like, it's a true story. I don't want to explain. But anyhow, that. Then after that, the season 2, movie 2 is basically Diaboromon Revenge. Technically, if you saw the first Diaboromon movie, which is like Digimon the movie second act, this is his revenge plot. Got that? Good. Next up is season 3 movies. Season 3 movies are technically 2 movies, being the summer break movie, which is okay, not interesting. Like, you could skip this, in my opinion. And next movie is to focus on Renama, uh, Yuriko slash Renama. Yuriko's backstories in this movie, being our main female character, and Taber's getting her own like flashback to a flashback about her character in that movie, kind of good. Being a wrap up because it shows the Abibot final form, Galimod, which Galimod being super form in the movie, just to know. Basically that. Also, Taber the Frontier the movie and Data Squad movie or Saver movie because it did get adapted. But point is, those 2 movies are kind of like filler. They're not really good, not bad, but okay. Next up is freaking I haven't watched those 2 movies, sorry, but yeah, that. Next up is the OVA series, 6-part OVA mini movie series, Digimon Try. Technically, this is a reunion of the original series. Very good, very badass, and as a good end wrap up until the next movie being Digimon Last Evolution. Technically, this is the wrap up for the original series. Technically, has a grown up joke where Tai gets encountered Agabot, and Agabot's like, "What is this lady's book you have?" And it's like a poor joke. Dear God, that's like a very funny part of the movie about character age up, which is so funny. But yeah, that is. Then also, after Last Evolution is Digimon Zero to the beginning, which is more of a time travel plot. I think I haven't seen it, but it's sort of great. Also, there's also a few spin-off stuff like I will explain, like the freaking uh oh some manga games and other stuff, which we will do eventually for other videos. But anyhow, this is just for show and movies, and also there's also a spin-off movie for the Fourth World game. Technically, that movie is a good story to explain X antibodies, but that will be another video. Hope you like me. Link up below if you like Digimon, and this basic video helps you a lot. I will do this as well as Pokemon because they're both mod series, and also Yokai Wand and Metamon. This is commencing, but close to my away and saying boom boom, bye bye for now.